If you know anything about Libra, you know they're all about charm, balance, and making sure everyone's happy. But does that make them great lovers, or does their desire for harmony sometimes hold them back? We asked more than 10,000 women to rate their experience with a Libra man in bed, and the results are in. Libra men are ruled by Venus, the planet of love and beauty, so they're naturally romantic, attentive, and great at making their partners feel special. They care about creating the perfect atmosphere, from mood lighting to soft touches. But does that focus on aesthetics and balance make for a memorable experience? Let's find out. First up, 56% of women said their experience with a Libra man was magical. Here's why. Emily said,
"He's incredibly romantic. Everything felt planned out. The candles, the music, the soft touches. It was like stepping into a romance movie, and he made me feel like I was the star."
Libra men are all about romance, and Emily's experience shows how their attention to detail can make you feel like you're in a love story. They know how to set the scene and make their partner feel special. Haley told us,
"He's so attentive. He made sure I was comfortable and happy the entire time. It felt like he genuinely cared about my pleasure, and that's what made it so great."
Libra men are natural pleasers. For Haley, his attentiveness and desire to ensure her comfort made all the difference. He's the kind of guy who's always checking in to make sure you're having a good time. Laura said,
"He's patient and balanced, and he's really good at reading what I like. It never felt rushed or overwhelming, just perfectly timed and thoughtful."
Balance is key for Libras, and Laura's experience highlights how they take their time, making sure everything is just right. It's all about maintaining harmony and satisfaction. Next, 32% of women rated their experience with a Libra man as just average. Let's see what they had to say. Jessica said,
"He's sweet and definitely romantic, but it felt a little too polished. It was almost like he was more focused on creating a perfect moment than actually being in the moment."
Libras love to create a beautiful, harmonious experience, but sometimes that can feel a little too staged. For Jessica, that perfection left her craving something more spontaneous. Megan told us,
"He's very thoughtful, but I felt like he was holding back. It didn't feel like he was fully present, like he was always trying to be careful, and that made things a bit boring."
Libra's need for balance and fairness can sometimes make them cautious. Megan wanted more passion, but instead got someone who was trying not to upset the scales too much. Samantha said,
"It was good, but it felt like he was constantly checking in to make sure I was okay. It was thoughtful, but it took me out of the moment."
Libra men love to make sure their partner is satisfied, but too much checking in can take away from the spontaneity. Samantha needed him to be more present and less concerned about balance. Finally, 12% of women said their time with a Libra man was disappointing. Here's what went wrong. Natalie said,
"He was too indecisive. It felt like he couldn't make up his mind about what he wanted to do, and it made the whole experience feel awkward."
Indecisiveness is one of Libra's biggest challenges. For Natalie, that constant second-guessing turned what could have been a fun experience into something uncomfortable. Emma told us,
"He was so focused on being fair and making sure everything was balanced that it didn't feel passionate. It felt more like he was trying to check all the boxes instead of actually connecting."
Libra's need for fairness can make them overthink things. Emma wanted more passion, but instead got someone who was more focused on getting everything just right. Caitlin said,
"It felt like he was more concerned about creating a beautiful experience than actually enjoying it. It was pretty, but it lacked real passion."
Sometimes Libras can get too caught up in appearances. Caitlin's experience highlights how their focus on aesthetics can take away from the raw passion that makes a connection memorable. So, what's the final word on Libra men in bed? Well, 56% of women loved their romantic, attentive approach, 32% thought it was just okay, and 12% found them a little too indecisive or focused on creating a picture-perfect moment. Libra men are charming, thoughtful, and always focused on making sure their partner is happy. But that focus on balance can sometimes make them seem overly careful or cautious. If you love someone who's romantic, attentive, and values harmony, a Libra man might be perfect for you. But if you're looking for wild passion or spontaneity, you might find their thoughtful approach a little too polished. So, what's your experience with a Libra man in bed? Was he a romantic dream or a little too cautious? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video in our Zodiac series.